Notsohot show. Hi guys, welcome to notsohot show. My name is Akma, your unemancipated girl from Kazakhstan who's losing her shit. I'm here to rant because I have had it. Everything that you enjoy in life causes cancer. Literally everything, honey. And dying from cancer isn't really that fucking nice or fun. Well, that's what I heard from other people who have cancer, who had cancer, that are, well, some of them are there, but everything causes cancer. This shit, can you see? I used to enjoy this 5 years ago, but I had to quit it because it's not good for you. This causes cancer, and your beautiful pearl white teeth, British, will turn yellow. I used to enjoy these every single day, especially when I used to live in France. I used to light one of these up every morning with coffee, and I felt so goddamn Parisian, but I was actually living in the ass of France, in a goddamn 200 euro dormitory per month. And this was one of the best times of my life. But I had to quit, 5 years ago. I haven't had one of these since, 5 years, because unfortunately, cigarettes do not align with trying to look as young as possible for as long as possible as I can. So, had to give that up. I used to have these every single day. Do not call me alcoholic. This is called having a good time. I used to down a bottle of this every day and watch Sex and the City.
When did everybody stop smoking? This used to be the most exciting city in the world, and now it's nothing but smoking near a fucking open window. No one's fun anymore. Whatever happened to fun? God, I'm so bored I could die. Whoa.
But this was fun times until my liver kind of gave up on me at the age of 21. When your liver gives up on you at 21, it's quite of a bad case. This is a cognac, somewhat similar to whiskey. This was my first alcohol ever. I haven't drank it ever since because it's just disgusting. Your first alcohol is your last alcohol you'll ever fucking drink. Yeah, I had a sip of that and I completely lost my conscience. Somehow ran down the hill, tried to hug a tree to stop myself, bashed myself into the tree, got cut all over my face. Literally, we took a taxi for 50 meters because we were so goddamn drunk with my friends. And then I opened the door of the taxi while it was still driving and I fell out of it and I got scratched all over my goddamn knees. Basically, I rolled over on the floor.
2 seconds later.
And I was hugging some dude who was my friend. But I guess he liked me, but I didn't like him. But I guess drunk me decided that I did like him. I've gained quite a bit of weight. I didn't know it, so I still wore clothes that I wore before my puberty, these teeny tiny shorts that looked great on me until I kind of, gained weight. But nobody gave me the info, hey, maybe stop wearing that. So my ass cheeks were falling down my shorts. Then I ended up being in a dormitory with all my guy friends. Thankfully, nothing has happened except for me trying to go to the toilet to pee because I wanted to pee so bad. And then my nose started to bleed because my nose bleeds every time my blood pressure kind of goes, anyways. And then they got it all on video how my bloody ass face, all blood all running all over my face, and I'm about to pee my pants. And the next day, people that saw me, they were like, yeah, you were extremely drunk, you were doing that much shit, it was disgusting. They looked at me like, it was disgusting. So anyway, since then I do not drink cognac. Anyways, the other things that I enjoy in life is chips. But chips also bad for you and causes cancer, makes you fat, your tongue goes all whirly swirly because it has so much salt in it. Any amount of fun will fucking kill you. I have had it, and I do not give a fuck anymore about what causes cancer or not. Because, as late Drake has said, he's not dead. His career is dead.
I'm here for a good time, not a long time.
So today, today's Thursday. I will do all of these things in front of you, and we'll discuss how to enjoy life without cancer. This glass looks extremely
unclean.
There's some weird shit floating around in this glass. I don't think I washed this. There's actually a funny story behind this glass. It was museum night here in Zurich, when you can go to a bunch of museums that are open till like 12 a.m. and then you can watch stuff there, and then they had some bands, whatever. And there was like these cool looking glasses. And I like this glass so much, I just took it with myself. The funniest thing, the guy who was serving all these, drinks and stuff at the, the bar was this 7-year-old boy. Not only I stole this glass, I've realized that one of my cards got declined, but I don't know if he saw it or not when I was paying for my wine. So I didn't pay for my wine, and I only realized it later. I didn't know I didn't pay for it. It didn't show that it got declined, and then I also stole this glass. So this is my accomplishments in my 20s. Like, this is how I live. This is the I'm proud of myself. We know we shouldn't do all of this, right? This is all bad for your health. But without this, I'm stressed. You know how great this is when you're stressed? This is like one of the best things. You just calm down immediately. Of course, you can meditate, but what fucking meditate? Like, I try to meditate. They say that you're never gonna be super good at meditating. Like, people take years and decades to properly meditate. I'm not gonna fucking spend, like, this is much easier. This is much faster than me meditating for years and years. And I'm gonna die anyways at like, what knows what age. And the worst thing, I live in the EU, right? And vapes are great. Vapes don't really calm you down. It just gives you this oral fixation on something, So you got your mouth always, like busy with something. This actually calms you down. You breathe in, you're like, ugh. Vapes just make your heart go racing. The amount allowed in the EU to sell nicotine is 2%. I need at least 5. I'm used to 5. Like, 2 is nothing. You just keep hitting it and hitting it and hitting it.
Just hitting it.
You feel nothing. With 5, you just... If vapes make your heart go racing, at least, give me a proper amount of nicotine. Apparently, you can do 5 if you buy these, like, non-disposable vapes, and then you kind of put your own nicotine in it, and then you can smoke it. But I'm just too lazy to go and figure out the mathematics and go. Anyways, it's just, everything is just stressful.
So I'm a Gen Z, a fellow Gen Zer kids, believe me.
Our generation's like so like health conscientiousness. We're not doing anything for fun. The only thing we're doing for fun is actually, I don't know what we're doing for fun. Just live with our parents longer. We are on TikTok. Our brain is rotted to the point of, I don't know. We don't drink. We don't party as much. We don't even have sex anymore. Like, why am I saying sex? Like, but really, like, we don't really even fuck a lot. The 60s, the 70s, the 80s, as Diddy said, it was fun.
Happy 50th. Y'all know y'all gonna have to turn up tonight, right? All right now. Ain't no party like a Diddy party. Y'all know how y'all was doing it back in 64. Dancing.
They used to get down, all the fucking different narcotics they used to do. The hippie movements as well, like the coke.
The coke, guys, the coke.
Isn't it shame? I've been living here in Switzerland, like the cocaine capital, for 6 years. I haven't tried cocaine once. I'm just scared of myself because I have such a obsessive personality to the point that I'm sure if I'll do cocaine, I'll be like very addicted to that. Because like, look at this. It also belongs to people as well. If you didn't know, I'm also a person to get crazy crushes on people and then obsess
over them.
For years.
Now that you're old enough, think you're ready to hear it. You're not very pretty, and you're not very bright. I'm so glad we had that talk.
Because it's also like a drug. Being addicted to love and crushness and emotionally unavailable people. If you don't do that, it doesn't cause you cancer, obviously, but you're gonna die of boredom in your life. One thing that crushes do is make you, euphoric, make your life fun, you know what I mean? Everything went downhill. I don't know how about you guys, but for me, 16 years old was everything went downhill. That's when I got introduced to alcohol, and that's when I got my first crush. Cigarettes followed 2 years later, and it just like all downhill from there. Did I have fun?
Yes.
I did. Like, now I look at it back and I laugh because how funny it is. But if I actually like transport myself back in time, into 16, 17-year-old me, I used to cry quite a lot.
Very, very, very much a lot.
At my age, already drinking this is like a lot. I'm goner. By the way, the wine in the US is so expensive. Oh god. I'm kind of tired of being a goody two shoes, and I'm sure you too. I'm sure, like, I don't want y'all to waste your lives away too, like partying it up every time. But you know, it's also not cool to be this law-abiding bitch that doesn't do shit, wakes up at 5 a.m., you know, and runs and stuff, which is cool, I get it. Like, yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of healthy-ish, you know? But you know what I mean? Like, I'm trying to like learn a new language. I'm living this healthy life. It's tiring. It's not giving. And I'm sure the opposite too is very tiring, to always be wasted, to always be on drugs, you know? Like, look at all these celebrities. I mean, they look fucking exhausted, but are they giving up? Not really, not everyone, you know? I do admire people that live this virtuous life, doing sports every day, studying, being healthy, having good circle of friends, not having bad influences, not talking shit about other people, not doing Molly or smoking weed to relax and stuff like that, you know? I'm happy for those people, but I never had the patience enough to test like myself if I will have fun from that. Like you probably have to like be on a streak long enough to kind of enjoy. I don't know, like it's so weird. Like longest time I was sober, I haven't had alcohol, was 1 month.
And I did it in February.
You know why I did it in February? Because it's the shortest time of the month. So I had to quit alcohol for 28 days and not 31. So I had 3 days less. And the 3 days less was really cool. But I'll tell you what, from that experience, the first 2-3 weeks was horrible. But you know, I felt great. It's not that hard if you think about it, to quit something. It's not that hard.
But it's not funny here.
All these people that I see that have quit alcohol for, I don't know, for how many years, they're like, yeah, I feel better. My life has changed.
Is it less fun? Yes.
That's what they say. They all say it's less fun. And I'm here to make memories, man. I'm here to make, like, I'm not here to birth children. I'm not here to, oh God, like set an example. I don't know what's better, to kind of survive. At least you got nothing on your mind but to just survive, you know, hunt and whatever back in the days they used to do, versus now when you're just like in this internal unhappiness stage. And you don't have to worry about cancer, because like you would live till like 40-30. Nowadays you live till what, 80-90? I mean, if you're lucky, okay, fine, but you can get cancer at 50. You know what's the funniest thing? Even if you don't do all of this, you can just get like unlucky dumbass gene, or just unlucky and you just get cancer like at 50 of something, of just a random thing, and then like,
Oh, what was the cause?
you just got cancer. That's it. Like it happens. You just get cancer for no reason. Like versus there's some people, you know, like there's some grandmas and grandpas all over the world that drink a bottle of wine every day, smoke cigarettes. They still live to like 120 or something. But these are, again, lucky few. These are exceptions, you know. Microplastics. Can we talk about that? In everything. I cannot even have my fucking tea bag anymore. I cannot even drink tea in peace, because apparently if I make tea, I drink microplastics. Every man has a credit card of microplastics in their bowls.
Of course, it's on zero. They have no money on that for some reason.
That's a bad joke, I know. I have a plastic cutting board, and every time I cut something in there, I can see these microplastics peeling off, and I'm too cheap of an ass to buy myself a proper wooden cutting board that doesn't give you microplastics. I'm sure there's somehow microplastics there too. I don't know. You have to buy some sort of special wood that is like carved from like one whole piece of wood. By the way, I don't know if you have noticed, if you cook with spatulas that are plastic or silicone, I don't know why, I can
Taste that plastic on my food.
So I started only cooking with wooden spoons and stuff like that. But then again, also they collect a bunch of microbes and stuff like that. So you have to like boil that in dish soap. Oh God, I'm just saying to you, like, ignorance is bliss. Ignorance is definitely bliss. Rice cakes are not tasty. I don't know who eats them. I don't want to know that I cannot reheat the rice. I lived my life fine without that. Or that I cannot reheat my chicken. Somehow I lived fine without that.
Cornova?
Don't be afraid of Cornova. Don't let it dominate your life. Sir, are you serious? We are frightened of Cornova.
Cornova is forever here, and you might get Cornova, one like strain of whatever version of Cornova in your 90s, and you die from that. That's why they say ignorance is bliss. That's why I think we were happy when we were children, because we didn't know much, you know? And we're just curious about stuff. Now you're curious and you're scared. Car exhaust cause cancer? I can die from it. Yeah, I didn't know that you can actually like die from car exhaust, you know, when you turn on the car exhaust and you just keep breathing that and you just slowly kill yourself. Ice caps are melting. A lot of rare animals are dying and never returning back to this earth. Everything seems gleam. And you're gonna die, by the way. I'm thinking, what is positive happening in the world? A lady who played McGonagall in Harry Potter is also dead. I mean, this is sad news. I mean, she lived till 90, but still, it's kind of sad news. Somebody I grew up with is dead. What does it tell you?
I'm next.
All of my grandparents are dead. By the way, my grandma died like a couple of days ago. Rest in peace. Next is my mom.
Then it's me.
We are stressed more than ever. I don't know why are we stressed more than ever. It makes zero sense to me. Science tells that we're more and more stressed than we were ever in our lives. Stress from what? I don't get it. Like, of course, the economy isn't as good as it used to be, but we have so much convenience everywhere. But yet again, we're stressed more than ever. We have internet. Like, I'm the primary example. I just do not know what I'm stressing from. I'm stressing from, you know what? I'll tell you. Expectations to become something, to achieve something. I do get to realize is that there's an oversaturation, you know, like, you know what they say, you know, if you think you're special, go to LA, you'll find yourselves like just like lined up there. You're not special. And then like it stresses me out to compete with people. There's so many talented people in this world. I'm not like nearly as talented, nearly as smart. I kind of gave up. I gave up on being healthy. I gave up on trying. I still do it. It's not like I don't do it anymore. I'm not like sitting my ass away and playing video games the whole day long. No, I still do what needs to be done, but I'm not competing with anyone anymore. I'm just doing it for fun, but I'm not expecting anything from it. I just, by the way, recently found out because, you know, I want to be singer, musician, artist. I am. Want to be. Let's keep it real. People don't make music, like money from music anymore. Like even the Cardi B's and stuff like that. The top A-list celebrities do not make money from the music a long time. That's why they have to launch all these fucking like scam businesses on the side. Their hairline products, their makeup products, their whatever perfume, and because that's the only thing that brings them money anymore.
It's insane.
The age of consumerism. Tell me about that. Like, do we need another hair care mask, Blake Lively? I really admire people that can like just lock in and just like commit and, you know, just go for it. You know what I mean? But I'm not that kind of person. I'm really not. Like, I need to have my safety net and everything. I'm not gonna quit my job to pursue music. I think it's a completely dumb thing to do. Although I don't have a job now. But I think it's a dumb thing to do. I'm sorry, like, you know, I do have what ifs. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna put my 100% into something that doesn't promise me anything, you know? So, like, I really admire people that can take that risk and just go for it and try. Like, I really actually admire people that go into arts, be it acting, music, whatever, and then they actually kind of live from that. I mean, it's a tough life. It's not like super fun. I mean, it's hard game, but it's also play at the same time. But I admire these people. And a lot of our problems would be solved if we were just born extremely rich. I would just do this 24/7. Like when I didn't have to worry about the money, I would just dumb shit like that. I would do music. I would do this.
I wouldn't edit this myself. I would actually send this to an editor because this takes me
4 days to edit, which is way too long. And my edits are not goddamn great. They're just like very basic. Anyway, so what's the point of this episode?
That's a good question.
Learn to balance in life. That's where the burnout comes from, is when you put so much work into something, you don't receive the same amount of feedback, whatever it's called, whatever. Like when this is the effort you put and this is like the result you get. That's burnout. Same with, you know, drugs. In the beginning, they're very fun, you know, you just took a little bit, but then, you know, you do Molly, you know, whoa, this is fun, you know, but then you do Molly all the time. This is the amount of high you get and the next day you feel so shit because you don't have dopamine anymore, you know. Cocaine, same. You're gonna lose your cartilage in between.
I mean, that's fun.
I like how different drugs attack different parts of our body. This attacks our lungs. This completely destroys our liver. MDMA completely depletes your dopamine reserves and then completely fucks with your, I think it's kidneys. Kidneys, yes. What else do we have? Weed. Weed is extremely addictive, makes you completely dumb. It makes you dumb. I'm sorry, I'm sure you don't want to hear it. I'm sure you don't want to hear it, but weed makes you dumb. I've met a lot of people that do weed long ass time and they're very, very, very slow. Not that they're dumb, but they're dumbing themselves down with weed. You know what I mean?
Crack is whack.
As Whitney Houston said, crack is whack. We're not doing that. Ketamine. We have ketamine. A horse tranquilizer. I actually went to a party recently where half of the people were on ketamine and I was surprised that people take horse tranquilizers. I don't know in which dosage they take horse tranquilizers, but it makes them really calm. And it was a party. It was like a like EDM party, you know what I mean? Why would you take a drug that makes you so goddamn calm and relaxed to an EDM party? Like you would take an MDMA, that makes complete sense, right? Because you're raving. Like everybody was just sitting outside of the club and just like, it was like an illegal party, Ukrainian illegal party, which I'm not snitching on because I want to go there again. It was really fun. Isn't it funny that every somewhat conscious animal is trying to get high? Like for instance, dolphins get high. They like poke these, you know, pufferfish. I think it's pufferfish. They play with pufferfish. Pufferfish releases this toxin.
Pufferfish is one of the most toxic fish, and its toxin can easily kill a dolphin. But dolphins have learned that small doses of the toxin make them hallucinate. Gangs of young male dolphins chew on the poor fish and pass it among one another for half an hour. They then show signs of getting high because of the narcotic effects of the toxin. It's not just dolphins. Several other animal species are also drug addicts.
There's apparently some dogs that got addicted to licking some frogs, and these frogs release these kind of toxins that make dogs high.
Everybody's trying to get high.
What? Crispy chicken? I'm coming. If you know how to balance, try that out. I feel like life is like a plate, you know, and you're supposed to have fun. Like you shouldn't, like I don't want you to die and be like, oh, everything was like, oh, we cannot do that, you cannot do that, you cannot do that, because you know you live once, right? If you believe in the afterlife, that's your problem. You know, for me, this is my life. This is what I'm enjoying. This is the only thing I have. Have fun. Have fun in this life. Do crazy stuff. Risk, you know, and risk can be not only this way, but risk can be also taking risks in life. Like I'm really scared to put myself out there. Not in my, you know, talk show. This is just me, and I'm actually proud of my own personality and myself. Like I'm very confident in that. But like when it comes to music and stuff and putting myself out there in music, I'm really scared.
I shit myself. I
kid you not, I shit myself every single day. But it gets better. I promise you it gets better. Like once you learn to take an L in your life, you will become indestructible. Learn how to take an L. Learn how to take an L in life. People that think about themselves all the time are not the ones that are confident. Truly confident people don't think about themselves as much. They actually don't. Only people that are so insecure, always like, you know, me, like I'm always thinking about myself because I'm just like so insecure apparently. I thought I'm very confident, but I'm actually not apparently. Learn to like fail. Just fail a lot as much as you can. Believe me, you at the moment it's painful, but in retrospect it's gonna be funny because like when I look at my 16-year-old self,
such a fucking loser.
It was unfunny. It was then unfunny to be a loser, but now I look at it, it's kind of funny. To me, it doesn't hurt me anymore. I've done a lot to become who I am today. I know the result is not as satisfying, but I've went through situations that weren't the best, and then it made me who I am now, and I'm glad for that. And now I'm pushing myself again to make myself extremely comfortable. I'm not saying everything in your life should be hard. This is not the idea, you know. You shouldn't have the highest highs and lowest lows. That's what I'm trying to say. You should be pushing yourself to do something that you're scared of. And also, people that get addicted to alcohol, that go to extremes. You either don't drink at all, you drink too much. You know what I mean? Learn to balance if you can. Oh, my light went off. Life is yours, and life is yours to figure out. So cheers to that. I'll be feeling this tomorrow morning, I'm sure. Thank you so much for watching me rambling about nothingness for I don't know how long. And I'll see you next week. Ciao.
So hot show. That's hot. No, it's not. Like literally.